If you are a man over 40, there's a very good chance you are not eating enough protein, and it's slowly costing you muscle, strength, and long term health. I thought I was doing it right too. I was eating clean, I had a steak on my plate. I figured I was covered, but I wasn't even close. So let's answer the question right now. Are you eating enough protein as a man? No. Most men are not. And the problem is, most men don't even realize it. Let's not drag this out. If you're a man over 40, there's a very high probability you are under eating protein. And not a little bit, but consistently over time. And it's not because you don't care, it's because most men were never taught to prioritize protein in the first place. Most men build their meals like this. They'll have a steak, maybe 8 ounces, and then they'll load up the rest of the plate with sides. A big potato, butter, sour cream, maybe some bread, and a small salad. And by the time they're done eating, they're full. But here's the problem. That 8 ounce steak only gave them about 45 to 50 grams of protein. Everything else on that plate just filled them up, but didn't actually give their body what it needs to maintain muscle. Most guys aren't overeating food. They're overeating the wrong parts of the meal. Here is where this actually matters. If you don't eat enough protein over time, your body doesn't have what it needs to maintain the muscle. So you slowly start losing it. This is what is called sarcopenia. And it doesn't start when you're old. It starts earlier than most men think. And here's the part most men don't even realize. As you lose muscle, your body simply doesn't need as much energy to function. So your metabolism slows down. Not because your body is broken, but because you are carrying less muscle. Muscle isn't magic, but it is an expensive tissue. It costs your body energy to maintain it. So over the years, even decades, you get weaker, your metabolism drops, and your body becomes less resilient. You don't notice it day to day, but it adds up. And by the time men hit their 60s and 70s, that loss of muscle can be the difference between recovering from something like a fall or not recovering at all. This isn't just about looking better. This is about staying capable. And it's not just about staying capable. It's about maintaining your independence. So let me give you my numbers so this actually makes sense in the real world. I'm 55 years old. I weigh between 250 and 260 pounds, and I've been sitting at around 22 to 24% body fat for the last few years. So I'm not 250 pounds of muscle. I'm closer to about 200 pounds of lean mass, the part of my body that actually needs the protein. So when I base my protein off of that, not the scale, I land somewhere around 170 to 200 grams of protein per day. Now, I'll be honest, I don't hit that perfectly every day. Some days I'm closer to 150. Some days I'm pushing 200. But here's the most important part. I'm 55 years old and I'm still getting stronger. That tells me that I am in the right range. I'm not perfect, but enough. I'm not eating for the number on the scale. I'm eating for the part of me that actually has to perform. Now, let's make this simple because this is where most men get confused. Protein isn't based on guesswork. It's based on your body weight in kilograms. Here's the easy way to think about it. To maintain muscle, you need about 0.7 to 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, which is about 1.6 grams per kilogram. If you want to build muscle and gain strength, you're roughly looking at 0.8 to 1 gram per pound or up to 2.2 grams per kilogram. So let's make this real. If you are a 200-pound man, That's about 90 kilograms. That puts you around 150 grams just on the low end, up to about 180 or even 200 grams on the higher end. And no, you don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be in range. When you start eating enough protein, things change. You get stronger, you recover better, your body composition improves, and most importantly, you become more resilient as you age. See, most men don't realize how much better they can feel until they actually start eating enough protein. So, what should you actually do? Gentlemen, keep it simple. Figure out your target based on your body weight. Build your meal plans around your protein, not around your sides. Eat real, high quality protein sources. And if you're not lifting weights yet, start, because protein gives your body the building blocks, but resistance training gives it a reason to keep the muscle. Gentlemen, protein isn't complicated, but it does have to be intentional. You are either building strength for the next 20 or 30 years, or you're slowly going to be giving it away. Most men don't realize which direction they're heading until it's too late. See, there is no downside to being physically strong, metabolically healthy, and capable as a man. This isn't complicated. You don't need a secret code. You just need to eat your protein.